Hey guys, it's Matt, Translove943. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some custom work that I've been doing on some of my trains and buildings. Now, some of this may sound repetitive because I just talked about this stuff in a little bit better detail in blog number 10 on the PRR Keystone. So, if you haven't seen that video, I would kind of recommend watching that real quick, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what I've been doing. But I'm going to talk about the stuff in just a minute. So right here you can see some passenger terminals, and I'll get back to these in a few minutes. But first I want to talk about something really cool, and that being these B&O passenger cars that you see back here. I'm going to take a couple of the roofs off and show you kind of what I've been doing with those. So let me bring them over here and we'll take a look. Alright, so I got a few of these B&O passenger cars here. This is the small Vistadome car. And here's the roof section of it. Now I did go ahead and paint this too. Now when the roof is on, you really can't see it very well because there's no lights up here. But I went ahead and did it anyway. But the main focus is the downstairs section here. So, kind of show you. Now in case you guys are curious, I used a flat brown paint from Testors to do the floor part. As you guys can see, I think I did really good. So now I know there is some paint on the windows and such, and I will eventually clean all that up when I come back to these cars, because eventually I'm going to paint the chairs a blue color, a dark blue that I have, and then I'll eventually add figures to the car. So this is just one step in the process. But as you can see, it looks really good. And then if I was to put the top back on, and kind of look inside, kind of see what we got. Pretty cool. Now, again, like I said, I know that there's some paint on the windows and stuff, but I'll eventually get it all cleaned up. Here's another car. This is one of the coach cars. As you can see, I just did the floor on this one so far. I did the walls too. And these I didn't do as heavily because you really won't look at them really that much. So as you guys can see, there's some bare spots and stuff like that. But that's okay, because really you won't really see it once you're done. And then if I was to put the roof on this one, that's what we got. And then this one here, I painted this one. This one already has some figures pre-installed with it. But that's what this one here is looking like. Looking really good. And then here, this is the observation car. Now, actually, I only did one coat of paint on this. On some of the other cars, I did, I think, 2 or 3 coats. But this one did one coat, and I think it really turned out really well. Now, also another thing I did was I took out the rear coupler on this car, just because I hate the look of the rear coupler on the back of observation cars. It looks stupid. So that's what I did there. Now, another thing I like to do to this is I'd like to add real marker lights, because these are just lit by the car lights. And I would like to add maybe a solid red light or maybe a Mars light to the back. Probably a Mars light. I think that would look pretty cool. So, but eventually that's what I'd like to do with these cars. Now, I did do the Vistadome. Let me get this thing in focus here. I did do the Vistadome and the baggage car, but I just have them over here because basically it's the same thing. So, but I wanted to show you guys those because I was really excited when I started this, and I really do like it a lot. So, more updates on these cars will come along as I get them done, but for now, that's what I have with these. So now I'll take a look at the passenger terminals. This is really cool. So let me get this stuff out of the way, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so now that you've seen a look at the B&O cars, I'll go ahead and show you the next thing I've been working on, which are these passenger stations. Now this one here is an MTH station, and I have another one just like it, although it doesn't have these signs on it. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But this one here and the other MTH one were actually gifts that were given to me by a great friend of mine. His name is Rich. And he also gave me a nickel plate caboose. And for more info on that, you can check out blog 10. but we're here to talk about the passenger terminal. So this is the MTH one, and then right here we have a Lionel one. Now, this one is still in the works. I'm not done with it yet. Actually, I'm not done with either one of these, but this one, as you can see, it's gotten some major work to it. It really has. So the color that you see here, this light brown, which is the same color that I used to paint the floors on those B&O cars. The color of the floor on this was originally a brown just like this, but I repainted it to give it a little different look, and I really like it. So I still have to do this side back here. Sorry about that, I couldn't remember which one it was, but I have to do that, and then I'm going to repaint the roof. I'll probably do gray, similar to this, and then I'll probably weather it from there. But the big news for this is, what do we got here? Lights. Yep, I found a way to add lights to this thing. So what I did was I had an old MTH building that I didn't use, and I took it apart and stripped the lights out of it. So I grabbed 2 lights from the building and I just stuck them up there. They fit nicely in the holes, and then you can see I have the leads there. And the benefit is the building had these little tabs in it, so I just hooked the wires into there and just taped them in. Then originally I had the circuit board, it's actually right here, but when I was going to mount it, the solder joints came undone, and I don't own a soldering iron. I probably should own one, but I don't. So what I did was I just taped the cables, the red and black ones that were originally in a Molex connector. I stripped those, and then I stripped back the leads to it, so the lights are connected, then I have the red and green cables. So I'll just run these through to a power source and get that all hooked up. Now, I don't really have an easy way to hide these, so I'll probably just have to tape them to the side of this pole and just kind of leave it. But for now, that's what we got with this. I still haven't made the sign pieces yet. I'm going to eventually do that, but for now, this is what we got with this. Now with this is an MTH one. Now, I will probably end up repainting the bottom of this too, just to change it up a little bit. And then I will also probably weather the roof, because that'd be pretty cool, so I'll eventually do that. This one came pre-lit, so don't have to worry about that. And then down here you can see some more work. These are signs. Now, I showed these to you in blog 10, but I had a different sign. I had a Burlington sign on here. But in any case, I added these two. I got a Pennsylvania and a Chicago Northwestern. Now, I want a little opinion out of you guys. What do you like better? Do you like the white border around the sign, or do you just like the regular sign itself? I personally, kind of like the regular sign itself, but I like this too. So I'd like a little opinion. Which one do you like better, the right or the left side? So I got those two. I also have an SP one I can crack on there, and I still have the other side to do, and then I have a whole nother passenger station. So I'm gonna have, between the two of them, I'm gonna have 8 signs, 2 per side here, and then on this one here, when I make the pieces, I'll have 8 on this, 4 per side. So I have a lot of cool railroad heralds to put on the passenger stations, which will be really, really cool. So that's basically where I'm at as far as the custom projects. Like I said, I've been really working hard. I know I uploaded the blog video, I think not even a week ago, in the time of the video being filmed and this being uploaded to YouTube. So I've been really hard at work. But check out my Facebook page for more info on all of these projects. And until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.